The corporate dominoes, they are falling one by one. BTC is seen as their savior, and there is too much riding on the next couple of months to let Bitcoin be the domino that falls. So the corps are bending the knee, taking its place. Who's going to be the next corporation to succumb? Find out in about 10 minutes or less, because it's time for Chico Crypto. Well, Max Keiser, he decided to drop the news before it was news on Twitter. Max tweeted, source, next big corporate BTC buyer is Larry Ellison, Oracle. Oracle is a Fortune 100 company, and Larry is one of the richest people on this planet. So the question Max leaves us with is, will it just be Larry investing himself, or will it be a combo move where the company reserves are put into BTC like MicroStrategy and Tesla? Well, methinks it's going to probably be the latter, where not only Larry himself will be investing, because he's probably already is, but Oracle will be adding the asset to their reserves. Why do I think this? Well, there is actually more to Larry, Tesla, and Elon and Oracle than meets eye. Just 3 weeks ago, Business Insider put out this article. Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison scores $12 billion gain on his Tesla stock in under 3 years. And in the article it states, Ellison is Tesla's second biggest individual shareholder after Musk. The tech billionaire also described Musk and himself as very close friends on the call. Indeed, Musk flew to Lanai, Ellison's Hawaiian island, last month to get some advice from the Oracle executive. Flying to meet Larry, methinks the flight to Ellison's island was where a big BTC plan was conjured. I mean, the timelines make total sense. It was December of 2020, Michael Saylor and Elon had the now historical Twitter conversation. To be exact, December 20th. Where did Elon go just 8 days later? Well, on that Hawaii trip to visit Larry. He actually tweeted about it too, saying, just meeting with Larry Ellison to seek some advice. Back working on Tesla, end of quarter tomorrow. Advice? Well, it's obvious what that advice is now. They both were speaking to each other about BTC, as after this meeting, Elon bought Bitcoin in early January. And I bet you Larry did too. They both have already sunk their teeth in. We're just waiting on Larry's announcement. Since Max leaked it, it may have already came, it may be yet to come. I don't know, I shoot these videos 24 hours in advance. But that doesn't matter though, because Chico Crypto uncovers what isn't known, like it wasn't known how close Elon and Larry are, and that they even met together before their big Bitcoin buys. So what they met on you can only speculate on, but Chico Crypto thinks the creator of MySpace, Tom, he gave us a clue on what it could be. Are we living in a simulation? He responded to Max Keiser's tweet about Larry and said he does own a lightly populated island in Hawaii. Clean energy Bitcoin mining. The island, it's Lanai, the smallest inhabited island of Hawaii that Larry bought for $300 million in 2012. Just recently, Larry has gone all in on this island. Business Insider covered it. He moved there permanently before Elon came and visited in December and has spent $500 million turning it into a sustainability experiment. And Elon has praised Lanai and Larry in the past, calling it a microorganism of the world, which makes sense because his energy assets, solar battery, and vehicles power the features of the island. So Elon and Larry are both gung-ho on the future of sustainable energy. They wouldn't be diving deep into the Bitcoin asset unless they had a plan to curb its energy intensiveness. And Chico knows that this plan was conjured during their late December meeting. When are we going to hear about their plans to decarbonize Bitcoin? It's gonna be some time, but I think EW0 from Energy Web could be involved. That is what yesterday's video was on. But that's just speculation from Chico due to some possible Tesla auto bidder D3A and grid singularity connections, and EW0 fitting the narrative perfectly. But you want craziness with this whole saga? Apparently Tesla's Bitcoin buying strategy was released even before it happened. A month-old Reddit post from an engineer, he supposedly leaked it. How Tesla was scooping them up, their BTC. He detailed the entire plan. And the post, it fits the timeline. And even the guy responded to it with a "I told you so." Although once they were found out, they changed all their replies to the BitConnect guy video. He then tried to start and shill a leverage exchange, which the CEO had to pop in and say we have no affiliation to Tesla or this guy. But TSLAinsider, who are you? We may never know, as he may end up, or she, as a car battery in Elon's own Tesla. But like I knew, Bitcoin is going to get the spotlight for the next few weeks. It's the beginning game, but what many people don't realize is Elon and Larry have known about other cryptos for a while now. Musk having fun with Doge is a pure example of that. And he has tweeted about Ethereum before, asking what should be developed on it. It's only a matter of time before smart contracts hit Musky Boy across the face. And Larry's Oracle, it's been involved with blockchain and crypto beyond Bitcoin for some time. Oracle for startups? Have you ever heard of that? Well, Larry, CEO, is plastered on the front page of it. And if you go to Meet the Startups, oh shoot, you can filter by technology. And they have a specific one section for blockchain. Startups focused on this. Where did this all begin? Blockchain and Oracle. Back in October of 2019, Oracle for Startups announced the first cohort of startups selected for Oracle's blockchain innovation projects in collaboration with Chainlink. Now, it's been quiet regarding Chainlink, these startups, and what's going to come of it for some time. But hey, Fernando Ribeiro is the head of this for Oracle. He tweeted that Oracle was one of the companies on the Blockchain 50 for 2021, just last week. And a Stinky Linky Army member, Linky Leaks, asked, "When one update, Fernando? When one small update?" And Fernando replied, "I will let you know when I ping the product team again." Well, it's been a week, Fernando. Ping those sons of a Sallies and give us some of that juicy link crumbs just as old Larry goes gung-ho on Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be nice? But now it's time to finish this episode off with Layer 2 Ethereum, because Chico doesn't know what to do. Last week something weird went down with XDAI, and it's getting even weirder. We have to use Wayback Machine, as the tweet has since been deleted. But Igor Baranov of XDAI tweeted about Binance Smart Chain and how it was so great and how they plan to bend the knee. I, of course, was a little ticked off. But that tweet has since been deleted, so I have no idea what is going on. Was Igor hacked? Is XDAI not planning the Binance Smart Chain integration? There hasn't been clarity, so I hope we get some soon. Although Matic, another scaling solution who is Binance connected, one of their IEOs, has officially made it off my list. They rebranded. Matic is now Polygon with a new mission to become the internet of blockchains. Doesn't that sound similar to Polkadot, my favorite internet of blockchains project? Sounds kind of like an attack. Well, that sure is the plan. From a press briefing on the topic, this is what they said. Polygon will create a front against Polkadot by enlisting Ethereum builders such as Anthony Sassano, Ryan Sean Adams, Hudson Jameson, and John Lillick as advisors. Matic, now Polygon, is trying to stop Polkadot, Chico no likey, and hiring the likes of the few fairy Anthony Sassano isn't going to get me to like Matic. What is Chico going to do about Ethereum scaling? Well, of course, I love me some Kusama and the big ecosystem projects they have going, and I'm still holding my XDAI, especially after Igor deleted the tweet. But of course, there is optimistic rollups. And things are looking really good for one that ties right into that stanky lanky. From Off-Chain Labs, the Arbitrum rollup. Going to the TVL for Bancor, a swapper, it has been exploding since November and really picking up since a few weeks ago. I wonder why. Well, Bancor ain't being a bully. Going to their December update, they spoke of cross-chain with Polkadot and Layer 2 with Arbitrum. They announced successful deployment to the testnet over a month ago. And Arbitrum was just at ETH Denver with 1 inch. Speaking on the Arbitrum rollup, they said this: as gas fees continue to mount on Ethereum, we know that everyone is eagerly awaiting the arrival of Layer 2 solutions. We feel your pain, and we'll have Arbitrum, our optimistic rollup, on mainnet as soon as possible. When will that soon as possible be? Well, from the rocketing TVLs of those on the testnet, I would think soon. Cheers, I'll see you next time.